Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry it's taken a little while to make another video, but um, welcome again. I have been kind of, getting some stuff done. I only have 4 more weeks for me to be done with didactic classwork, so I am excited. And today, let's get into the video. I'm going to be talking about how those of you who have gotten your acceptances from either PTA or DPT school, or those of you that have gotten replies back but may have not been favorable, how you could prepare for the program and be successful in whatever you do. So a lot of you who applied already accomplished your volunteer hours, but I say it doesn't hurt, especially for those that are still applying or looking into PT, it doesn't hurt to get your volunteer hours by shadowing, especially PTAs can shadow a PTA or a PT. DPTs can shadow, a PT. And it doesn't hurt shadowing a PTA too, because you get the treatment aspect of things and even how you as a DPT could develop your relations with the PTA, because it's a very important relationship. Also, to those of you that have gotten in or those still waiting, I recommend and urge you to work as a tech, a PT tech. So, find a local clinic that you like, that you meld with, whether it's outpatient, inpatient, whatever it is, and apply for a part-time job if you can do that. I think the benefits of working as a PT tech is not only are you, because volunteer, you're not allowed to touch the patients or have any contact with the patients. You can shadow, you can communicate with the patients, but it has to be under the supervision of the PT you're shadowing or PTA. However, as a tech, you have more direct contact with the patient. And so you could build your rapport with the patient. You could learn how to set up and break down treatments, like, using modalities, ultrasound, e-stim, getting a hot pack, preparing a cold pack. For those of you that use machines like fluidotherapy or diathermy or whatever have you, the tech can do that. I know in outpatient, a lot the techs help out with exercise, helping the patients get through their exercises. And so you learn just from that repetition, just from being present and working and having hands-on experience. I know techs that are so valuable. Like, I work with one who would occasionally, when we're working together, would give us therapists like cues, like, hey, if this patient, took the step like this or did this like that, it would make it a difference, because he had been doing it for so long. So he has that knowledge. So I urge you all who are applying or wanting to apply to get a part-time job. Those of you that are even going to school, if it allows for you to work, like my program is a weekend program, why not? If you can work like 2 days, 3 days a week for even 6 hours, 5 hours at a time, just to get that exposure and hands-on. So now, how else can you prepare aside from volunteering or working as a PT tech? A classmate of mine, which I am very grateful for, had recommended Coursera to me before our program started. And I never knew of Coursera. I never knew that there was such a thing. But Coursera is pretty much a free online course website for anyone that has access to the internet. Those of you watching, I'm sure you have access to the internet. But you could log on to Coursera, set up a password, log in. I think it just requires like your email account and a password. You can log in and you can actually enroll in classes that are offered by accredited universities around the world. Here in the US and around the world, I mean, from Ivy League to all kinds of different public institutions that offer magnificent courses that will help you in your journey towards DPT. Like, for instance, I took neuroscience, and I believe it was Duke University, and she was an awesome professor, and I felt like that helped me a lot in neuroscience and understanding the nitty-gritty of neuroscience when I took the course. I had looked and I saw that they're currently, or I would recommend to you students that are getting accepted, there's a course that is called Anatomy of the Abdomen and Pelvis, A Journey from Basis to Clinic, and it's offered by Universitat Leiden. There's also a course that's called Vital Signs, Understanding What the Body's Telling Us. And it's offered by the University of Pennsylvania. And then, of course, like I said, Medical Neuroscience, which is offered by Duke University. These courses are completely free, and they're as long as the semester is. You have modules that you could either skip through, so they have videos, they have class discussions, and you could actually contact the professors. These are live interaction, so it's not just a random posting that was put. It's like an actual live course that you could participate in. And to those of you that are just stopping by my page interested in taking Coursera free online courses, even those practicing clinicians, I think it's always good to go back and look at some of these things, new developing research, new information, just to help you with your practice. And so I recommend, going to Coursera. I mean, it's free, it's useful, you have excellent professors, great class interactions. You can ask questions. You could, like I said, go ahead of the class and, go through the modules. There's no penalty if you don't complete the course. It doesn't matter as long as you're doing it for free. Now, if you're doing it for credit, then there is a fee associated. And it's anywhere between $29 per credit hour for the course up to $25,000, but that's if you wanted to get a master's randomly on Coursera through an accredited university. But you can do that. To those of you that just got accepted, I'm going to recommend like an anatomy drawing book. You need to buy an anatomy drawing book and just get familiar with, the different muscle groups, get familiar with, the different nerve connections, the different muscles. I wouldn't say like for my institution, origin and insertions were so difficult in the fact that they were different from most sources. So I wouldn't recommend you memorizing, but I'd recommend you familiarizing yourself with, anatomical structures and all that, because I feel like it will help you in the long run in general. And then for those of you who don't, just typically stop by or just stopping by, I am part of a couple Facebook groups, such as the pre-PT grind, awesome group of pre-DPT students, pre-PT students in general, even those that are looking into doing PTA, go there. It's a good resource for you undergrad students, even us graduate students, to kind of connect with those that are coming into PT or those that are in PT. So if you are lost, you don't know where to go, join that group. Awesome stuff. They help you with resume writing, resume editing, all those things that will put you over those that are applying, in your cohort. So check pre-PT grind out. There's also a Doctor of Physical Therapy students group for those that are currently in the program. If you haven't joined, you could do so. I recommend it because you have PTs that are currently practicing or DPT students out on their clinicals that might ask questions and, get feedback from peers, and also just, research different types of things that come up. I think it's a great resource. So check those out. And in the meantime, continue to follow me, continue to check out the videos. And I just want to let you guys know that I am grateful for you just taking your time to watch the video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all again later. All right. Bye.